Hey YouTube, this is Carson Loses 60. This is day 2 in the evening of my juice fast. And this morning I had the original Mean Green. I need to tweak it a little bit. It's it tastes like it has too much celery and maybe too much kale. I don't know. I just can't get used to it 100%. It is growing on me a little bit. I did like it a little bit better, but I think if I lower the celery from 4 to 3, I think that'll make a big difference and make it go down a little bit easier. However, tonight I made my original recipe I did on the very first day. This is, it looks beautiful. This is 3 carrots, 2 apples, and a handful of grapes. So I didn't do it quite as many grapes as I did last time. And when I took a drink of it earlier, which I'm going to do right now, it's absolutely perfect. So what I did last time is I put in too many grapes. And I may have put in 4 carrots last time too. This is only 3. And it still has a nice carroty color to it. This is probably the drink I'm going to introduce my family to. We do have health issues in the family. And kind of like Phil from the movie, you know, once you learn something, you kind of want to share it. You know, that's kind of why I'm making these videos, is you don't want to kind of hold it all together. That's pretty selfish. But you know, overall it's been good. Let me get another drink of it here. It's perfect. Once again, 3 carrots, 2 apples. 3 carrots, 2 apples, and a little handful of grapes. My niece is going to love this. I guarantee it. Again, I didn't look up the YouTube guy who made the recipe at first, but thank you, whoever you are. Okay, so in summary, yesterday was my first day, and in the evening, I had this tremendous headache. Not necessarily pounding like a migraine, just like a real constant pain. And to me, it felt like that I was deficient of something. And actually what I ended up doing, since I tried a banana and that didn't work, but a banana is a good idea to have handy, is for the fiber and for the carbohydrates and everything else for the energy. It did help on my energy level when I had the banana yesterday, but I just could not shake the headache. This was the headache I've had before when I was deficient of something. So believe it or not, what I actually had to end up doing is to get a small piece of steak about the size of my hand, and I made a little, I used 1 piece of whole wheat bread, 1 piece of steak, and I ate that, and within 10 minutes it was gone. So I think I definitely know that as good as this is, I'm not going to be doing this in 100%. Actually, it's not really designed for that, but I guarantee you 2 or 3 times a week I'll definitely be making this drink for sure. But as far as the Mean Green one, I'm going to keep pushing, I'm going to keep trying, maybe play with the recipe some more, and maybe I can get it to be as smooth and good as this. You just can't buy that. That is really good. That's really my update. Now, now today, actually, let me let me update you for today. All I had today was juice. And I did have a banana for extra energy and everything else, but I've had no headaches. So even though I felt kind of bad having to take a piece of steak to curb my headache, I'm glad I did. I'd rather do that and have to suffer that. So I don't know if that's the end of the, you hear some stories of being depressed, and I did have the low energy. I did have the headache, so I'm thinking that I may be over the hump now. And I'd like to do this for another 5 days, as long as my life would allow it. Now, one other tip, I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think that this would set well in a fridge for 4 hours. If I'm wrong, please reply below on how you get it to be as fresh as it is right now. So, what I actually found was a product by Minute Maid. It is it's called blueberry pomegranate juice, and when I did a Google search on it, it's actually 95% apple and grape juice with 5% pomegranate and blueberry. Blueberry is the other part of the puzzle there. And I looked in the ingredients. Ingredients look good, and nothing really added. So what I may end up doing, since that would actually hold in a refrigerator, is maybe bring that along. I may bring some peanut butter crackers or something like that as well, and just to kind of get me through the day. It's just kind of one thing I'm worried about when I do go back to work. I know on the in the movie they actually had an AC outlet in the car, and they just plugged in the blender to that. I don't see me doing that. I think you'd actually need to get two for that to happen. So I guess another question for you all, for those who are actually doing it, is how are you going about your work lunch if you're actually doing the juicing? Do you actually blend at work, or do you have an alternate product that's not like a frozen dinner or something? Is something that that may not be as good as the juice here, but it's just enough to get you through the day, and something that would help you lose weight. I'm kind of looking for alternatives of that, which is something else I need to add. I have lost 2 pounds. I'm now 213 as of this morning, actually as of this afternoon, and that's 1 pound a day, even with the piece of steak. So I certainly am not complaining about that. I don't want to lose weight too quickly, because I've done that before with the Atkins diet, and I've just gained it right back as soon as I was off of it. But, I've heard that there's really no such thing as a diet if you want to make it long term. It's a lifestyle change. So I would like to definitely keep this in my meal plan at least 2 or 3 times a week, maybe. Again, I don't see me going 100% vegan or 100% juice for the rest of my life or anything like that. But if I can be half as healthy as Phil, as in the movie, then I think it's done its job. But as the woman in the movie said, I'm definitely going to continue to use it just for the health benefits. Just juice something up real quick, have it in the evening while I watch a movie or something like that. It's a heck of a lot better than a candy bar, let me tell you. But as far as cravings go, honestly, speaking of candy bars, maybe a box of nuts would help this. But I'm really craving a payday bar, like you wouldn't believe. Just for the sweetness, just for the saltiness, or everything else. And I may have to end up going to get one, which actually, I mean, I'm not saying it's 100% good, but it's actually better than my emotional eating when I just grab anything to eat it. You know, I'm actually thinking, okay, this sounds good, and just kind of weigh the pros and cons. I actually do think that the craving will get higher, maybe because of the lack of the saltiness or something like that. Which, you know what, I may try just to get like a thing of peanuts or something like that, and try to kill the craving that way. But if it doesn't work, yeah, I'll definitely be getting one or two of those. But again, this is a complete, I mean, look at me, this is a complete 180 of how I was.